Good morning. How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. So today, the other day I finished the waterfall phase 1, which is building the structure and doing all the wiring and the rebarb and the slang and chicken wire. I'll show you something. This is a bit better condition than it was the other day. I didn't want to show you the other day because it's not looking good. You see my arm here and hands, but there's like blood all over the place. You know, when you cut it's a half inch chicken wire, square box, but half inch. And when you cut it down the middle, cut the length you need, it leaves the ends full of like hundreds of little pins. And of course you rub it past your skin and it just shreds you. So I'm glad that's over with. So the dilemma of getting a pump is what we're here for today. And I've been trying to figure out the pump, looking online to try to figure out what are the, what is the parameters to look at to what kind of pump you need, how big. Good morning. How are you today? What you been doing? How are you today? So the first thing is, what is the volume of water? Well, there's not one waterfall, there's 3 here. So the one of it is how high. You have to take in consideration the height and the volume of water. Well, there's the width of the waterfall, the big one. So they say so many liters per minute per inch. I think, well, okay, that's a lot. But then, there's this one, and the lady, and this one, with all its configuring, right? So I was playing with all these numbers, trying to figure it all out. And then I was like, but that still doesn't tell me anything. Because, they're saying this is the amount of volume of water you need. But is that for a light trickle, or is that a heavy flow? What does it look like? So I thought, in the end, something? I'll figure it out. I'm just going to buy a pump. So I went back to the shop that I bought my pump for gardening. And I thought, this guy, he sold me the pump before, and I've run it for like 3 years, maybe 3.5 years or more. And it never let me down. And it's a 2-inch inlet and outlet, 2-horse electric centrifugal pump with a brass impeller, and it works great. So thinking of the volume of the, I told you, I've talked about this before, but there's you need to be half a scientist. What is it called? Fluid hydraulics or something? Anyway, the pump has a 2-inch outlet, so you want to keep that 2-inch pipe going as far as you can, because that allows the pressure to stay in the line. If you close it down to like a 1/2-inch pipe and then want to pump it a long way, it really, disrupts the flow and it just comes trickling out. So what I did is I went back and put bigger stopcocks at different places in the garden, because you just can't run one hose. So the idea is to keep it big. So that's why I thought I'm going to go for a 2-inch, not a 1-inch or 1.5, but 2-inch outlet. Here's the river where the water comes from, and it gets sucked up this pipe into this little manifold down here, and goes in this little house I made. And you can hear it running amongst the birds. So this is the pump. It's a 2-horse pump with a brass impeller inside that donut shape there. Okay, and there's the electricity, and the wire goes off. I dug the wire into the workshop to the circuit breaker panel, built this little box, built the lid, got it all together, put all the pipe work together. Then you prime it in that little hole down there and here, turn it on, and it waters the garden. So now I'm going to go in the house, cool down a little bit, put a shirt on, go buy the pump, go buy bird food, and then what else do I need to get? I think there's bird food in the pump. Pay my electric bill. I said, pay my electric bill, bird food, and get the pump, and come on back home.
4,500 ใช่ป่ะคะให้ไปทั่วๆเลย
Top gun cup. One pump. We'll take it home and look at it, okay? Okay, as you've seen, I got the pump. I come to the mall to get some money and lunch. Lunchtime. I hope it's not spicy again. Yesterday was really spicy. And some tea. Hi guys, home again. I did all my running around, come home, put everything away. It was hot, so I had to wash and laid on the bed and napped. I feel good. So I come back outside. I'm going to show you the pump. It's really cool. So this is a pump. Chayu, whatever that is. 2 horse by 2 inch. So you've got, so it says here 2 horsepower, 240 volts or 220 volts, 2 inch inlet and outlet. It'll suck up from 9 meters and blow up to 20 meters high. And it will deliver 500 liters per minute. And there's the motor, nice and shiny. There's the details on top. 500 liters per minute. So it sucks up from in here. You can see the impeller in there. Brass. So you just screw the 2 inch plastic in there, the coupling, and then you put your pipe on. But for me, I only have to come out 2 foot and drop 2 foot. This is the adapter that goes on top, like so. And what that does is you screw your 2 inch adapter into there. You screw your 2 inch adapter into there and then send it to wherever you want the water to be. Whenever the pump needs priming again, you just take this top off, pour your water in until it comes up and goes over this way as far as you can get it, and then it'll actually come out. Put that on quick and turn it on. And normally this will, the suction will be sufficient to push the air out, and then off you go. So that is the new pump for the waterfall. Okay guys, that's my exciting day of pump hunting. The price of it was, he wanted 4,500 baht for the pump and 600 baht for the connector, the blue thing on top. I'm like, so today, he said he'll give me discount. I'm like, okay. So today I went to get it, and his wife was there, not him. So I didn't say anything. I just waited to see what they would do. I said, how much? And she said 4,000. So they give me, so you can say in dollars, you'd say 500 baht is about, what, $10 or something? Or 10 pounds. About 10 pounds, I think. $15, something like that. So they give it to me for 4,000. And he said 600. I think it was 600 or 650. And I asked how much for the connector, and she said 250. So all in all, I spent 4,250 baht instead of 5,100 baht. So I saved 850 or something. So I was really pleased. Very pleased. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to go over there and find some wood and box up a frame. Get some cement mixed up. Put the concrete, the bolts in, and let it sit for a day, too. And then start thinking about plumbing it in. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and make the case first, the housing for it, because it needs, if it's going to sit over there, it needs protecting from the sun and from the rain. So and then I got to dig the wire in, so that's going to take a day or so. But then I get the plumbing done. So you're talking about, you know, 4 or 5 days work just to put that in. It's all simple, but time consuming. So that's the next phase. We're into the plumbing phase. Okay guys, from paradise by the river, on to the next stage of the waterfall. Time to water the garden. Look after yourselves. Good night from here. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. See you later.